if you're looking for a new custom chatbot builder for your business that's able to understand context about your entire business, your products, make product recommendations, and also be fully customizable for your brand, then in this video, I'm going to show you exactly why ChatIQ is better than any other tool out there. And I'm also going to show you exactly how you can get started and what it means for your business. So the biggest problem that you have with custom chatbot builders is they just sort of regurgitate information from your website. They will just spit out large reams of text. And a lot of the time, they're not particularly intelligent at understanding the meaning behind the user's question or what exactly it is that the user wants. And at the end of the day, it's just giving information and it's not actually encouraging them to purchase or buy a product from your website. So imagine if we had, for example, a chatbot on our website that was able to understand all of our products, our pricing, our discounts, our refund policies, make recommendations to users, and also increase conversion rates, while at the same time showing images or GIFs in its responses, which no other chatbot tool out there can do. So with ChatIQ, you can see here, this is an example that I've got for my own chatbot on my own website. And here it's showing people how they can actually embed a bot into their website. And you'll be noticing here that throughout the response, at every single stage of that response, it's used an image in its reply. For example, it knows that this step here, access your workspace and log in, requires this image for its response. It knows that to select an embedding method to use this image, and it knows to show you how to actually embed it into the head tag on your website to use this image. So if you want a powerful tool like this, all you need to do is come over to this button here, click on Get Started for Free, and it's going to take you to our sign up page. On the sign up page, it's incredibly easy to get started. You really don't need to do anything other than put in your email, your website, your password, and start a 14-day free trial. So you'll have 2 weeks to completely test it out, see how the chatbot performs, make any adjustments or changes that you want, and then obviously make a decision at the end of that period. So you can see here, once we've done that, it's going to go to the second step of our onboarding. Realistically, at this point, you don't need to do anything else. All you need to do is copy this code, head over to your head code on your website and paste it in, and it's ready to go. You don't need to do anything else. Now, it can take up to 20 minutes to complete the compiling of all the information from your website, depending on how many products you've got. If you've only got 5, 10 pages on your website, this will be done in a couple of minutes. But if you've got, 50, 200 different products on your website, it's going to take a little bit of time to go through and collect all of that data and use it and compile it into your personal chatbot. So what you can do is, in the meantime, embed it into your website, and then you can come back, go grab a cup of tea, and click on this button here, and it will take you to your dashboard. Now, in your dashboard, you'll notice that we have a lot of things down the side here. Let me just move this out of the way. We have the data feed and chatbots. And in this video, I'm going to go through data feed, chatbots, and messages. If you want to know what prompting is, I'll do another video on that as well. But you can go ahead and check out this YouTube channel. So the data feed is the area that you can come to find out all of the information that you've got in your ChatIQ account. So for example, if you've got 100 different pages from your website, all of those pages will have been scraped and will be showing up here. As you scroll down, you can see each individual page. You can see it's scraped the collection pages, product pages. What else has it got? I don't know. It's got other bits of information, right? So for example, it will take your terms and conditions pages. It will take your refund policies. It will take your contact us pages, anything like that. All of that information will be here. Now, if you decide that you want to build a chatbot that's only trained on, for example, product pages or collection pages, you can just select the product links and then you can build a chatbot based off those if you want to. Alternatively, you can actually select all of them. It's take a couple of seconds to do this because there's a lot of data here. It will then go ahead and select 130 bits of information that we can then use to build a chatbot. But obviously, once you've gone through the onboarding, it will already be built for you. If we decide we want to remove information, we can just select a specific link. Say, for example, we update a product page. We can remove this link and then we can come back to upload data and just re-upload the data that we want. Awesome. So what exactly do we need to do once we've created our chatbot? Well, you'll probably find that the chatbot's not responding perfectly the first time you create it. And this is quite deliberate because we have we actually have thousands of users using this software, and obviously everybody's using it for a slightly different use case. So you're going to need to customize this and tweak and tailor it for your specific use case. Now, if you're an e-commerce store and you have a website and you want it to make product recommendations, it will already be very good at doing this. You can see here, this is a chat history that I've done using the hoodie as an example. If you don't know this brand, they sell, I think they've got about 350 different products. In this demo, I've only scraped 60 of their pages. So let me just walk you through this workspace. Down here on the left, we have the sort of navigation panel. We can create multiple chats if we want to. I usually just create one. I don't really see the point of creating multiple, but a lot of people do create multiples. If you create multiple chats, it will be able to remember the chat history from different chats. So you can actually have different conversations if you want to, kind of like you do in ChatGPT. You can clean these up and remove them if you want to. If you come to data, though, this is really the important part. Here, you can scroll through and you can see all the data this chatbot's using. These ones, where it's not showing the link, it's just because the link's too long, so I will fix that. But if I decide, for example, that it's got the wrong data in it, or I want to remove some data, all I need to do is click on this remove button and then click on that. I'm not going to do it because I want it in this chatbot, but it will then remove it from that chatbot and it will no longer have that access to that information when it's responding. And this happens live on your website. So if you're using it on your website and you're finding it's using the wrong website or it's using something incorrectly, you remove it from here. Any changes you make within your workspace happen live on the website. So anybody talking to the chatbot live will be able to be using the updated version that you're currently tweaking, which is obviously, again, very, very useful. Here, this is really cool. So this is the source text area. You'll notice I've asked this chatbot a lot of questions and it's using images in its responses, much like we have on the example I showed you on the home page, but we'll get to that in a second. For the most recent message, I've asked it to recommend me a product. So what it's actually doing here is it's reading multiple links from the website. So we've got the Mr. Men Kids hoodie, the Mushroom hoodie, what else have we got? We've got the Twin Pack, Pokemon hoodie, and another Pokemon hoodie. So it's actually using the chat history and it's using the profile that it's built on me from this conversation to recommend me a product. So actually what's pretty useful is you can actually say to it, I want to buy a product for my mum for Christmas, and it will go through and it will actually look for, or for example, let's use kid. I want to buy a product for my child this Christmas. It will actually know that this is a kid's hoodie and it knows that this is obviously useful for a kid. So it's not going to recommend the adult products to that kid. Now, if there's no kid products, it's just going to recommend one of the products. But it is quite intelligent in actually working out specifically a good example product for that person. So you could say, for example, I don't know if I've got an example here. Let's see if I can do one. So I just did this example. My mum really likes Disney. Can you recommend her a product? And it's actually said here, I recommend the Winnie Daisy hoodie from the Disney collection. It's got the Winnie Daisy hoodie, and here it's actually shown an example of the hoodie. Now, I think, if I'm correct, they actually have, so they've got a kids Winnie Daisy, and they've got a Disney collection, and they've got all sorts of different Winnie the Pooh hoodies. So it's actually taken an image from one of those products and has used it in its response. You will find for e-commerce that this happens every now and again. I am working on improving this. I am working on making sure it's using the correct images in its responses. As you can see, this still is useful in showing what the product looks like. But obviously, if you want to, you can go ahead and stop this from showing up. So if there's an image that ends up showing regularly that you don't want to have in its responses, just go ahead and click on the delete button. And basically what it'll do is it'll blacklist that image from any of the future responses. Now, like I say, I am working on improving this feature. But for now, just to read through this, here's a brief overview of the product. Features a charming Winnie the Pooh Daisy Duck design, made from soft fleece, comes with a front pocket and roomy hood, perfect for snuggling up during Disney movie nights. So it's taking all of the information from that product page and is actually giving that in a nice, easy to digest format. So what I'm going to try now is see if it can actually give me the link to purchase that product. So I've asked it, where can I buy this hoodie? Blah, 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 blah. It's got a bit of information. It's given me the link, which if I click, obviously opens up the Daisy hoodie. And here we go. That's the image that it's using in its response, which is obviously very cool for product recommendations. What else is there that I can go through on this? So for example, actually, I don't know if it did that. So for example, this one here is a very good example. So the Twin Pack is a package product on the Uddy's website, and this is a very good deal because it's showing here it's originally priced at £178. It's available for a discounted price of £99, and it also tells me the savings of that product. When I click the link, it adds a reference to the end of the URL. So now I can actually track this within Google Analytics, and I can see how many people are clicking to different product pages on my website. And this leads me on to the next point, because although this is very useful to see and actually upsell and cross-sell products on your website, you're going to want to see what messages people are sending to your chatbot. So if you come down to the messages panel here, we've actually formatted this incredibly easily for you, so you can actually scroll through. You can see the number of messages people have sent. So in this example, 74 people have messaged this chatbot, and I can actually see exactly what messages they're sending. So for example, tell me about the Mr. Men Uddy. I can have a look at this person asked recommend me an Uddy, and this is a test account, so this is me testing, but to show you sort of exactly what this is doing, you can see the responses that it's giving. So obviously from this I can make decisions and changes on, how the chatbot's responding. But if I find the chatbot's not engaging the user correctly, or for example, this is a very good example, we just did this example here where we're actually showing this product, we're asking about the mum recommendation. What you'll find is 9 times out of 10, it recommends correctly. Every once in a while, what it will do is it will do something like this, where it'll get a bit confused and it will recommend the kids product to, for example, the mum. And what it's probably thinking here is, well, you're the kid, it's the mum, is getting a bit confused. And what it'll do is it'll make that same mistake a lot of the time. So it's actually very easy to debug this. And if you want to debug this problem, all you need to do is get the link for this product. So the Winnie Daisy Uddy. And then we just adjust the custom prompt this chatbot's using. And I'll show you in another video how to do this, but we'll just quickly head over and have a quick scan through. So the settings. You can pick the different chatbots that you've created here. So here we've got the Uddy chatbot, which is the one we were just using. And this is the template chatbot, and this is the custom prompt. This is the template prompt that chatbot is using, which yours will be the same. Everyone's will be the same when they first create an account. So if you've not created a custom prompt and it's acting a little bit funny, the easiest way to fix it is create your own custom prompt. So this is a bit of a breakdown summary, but we just need to remember this one here, customer service, and this will be your username of your account. So if we come to the prompts section, you can see here, customer service, this is the prompt that we've created. Down here, it takes a second to load, but this is a whole load of public prompts that you can actually use. So you can see here, these are all voted by other users, what they're using, and you can actually have a look at what this prompt is and how it's written. But here, we've actually got never mix up product images with product names included in this as a list of rules. But what you'll probably want to do is add in a little bit of additional information. For example, so what I've just written here is the Winnie Kids Uddy is a product meant for kids, not adults. Never recommend this kid's product. Never recommend a kid's product to an adult. And I've also given it a link here. Try and avoid putting links in because it can confuse it a little bit. But for example, saying the Winnie Kids Uddy is not an adult product, that should work. I would also add this. So here you can say follow these rules. I would add a number to this as well. So number 8. So I'd actually change this to follow these 8 rules. So it knows there's 8 rules to expect. Once it's got to the 8th rule, it will be able to take that in and use that information correctly. Then what you're going to do is click on save. And it's going to save that to your prompt. Now when I come to the chatbot and I ask it the same question again, it will hopefully not recommend the product. However, and this is a very important point, so please pay attention to this one. If I now ask this, what did I say? Okay, right, if I now ask this same question again, and I send it to the chatbot, it may not recommend this product, but the likelihood is it will, because obviously there's a whole load of chat history here where we've been talking about this product, and the AI is now using its new prompt, and it's also using the updated sort of the new prompt and the old chat history for its response. So again, it's recommended the Daisy Uddy. So what you want to do is come to the chats, you want to click on this, delete the chat history, and then just start again. Run the same question, see how it responds. If it's not responding correctly or it's still making issues or it's still recommending this product, come back to the prompt section edit this prompt and adjust it and make it a little bit more accurate. So be very specific with its response. And the easiest way to sometimes debug this completely is to actually include the text message response conversation that you've had. So for example, what we could do is we could say, look, my mum really likes the Disney products, or never recommend someone's mum the Winnie Daisy hoodie, and then see how that works. So that is a little bit of information about how you can actually use the chatbots and the prompting section to sort of debug some issues that you may have with your chatbot, but also a little bit of a breakdown with how ChatIQ actually works. Now, if you want to embed this into your website, all you need to do is click on Share Chatbot, copy this script here, and paste it into the head tag of your website. If you don't know how to do that, on our website here, there's a chatbot. You can actually ask our chatbot and it'll teach you how to do these things. But you can see here it's given a step-by-step guide on exactly how to do that, which is obviously very useful. I think that's everything for this video, but if you've got any additional questions, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll be happy to film another video on it. If there's any new features that you would like to see, let me know again. If you need any help from about ChatIQ or from our support, you can email us. You can ask our chatbot. It'll probably be able to help you. Alternatively, you can scroll down to the bottom here. This is our email. The chatbot also knows our email as well, so you can ask it that, and I'll get back to you on there. But I'll see you guys in the next video.